Started the summer with just buckets and buckets of rain.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually our yearly numbers now, our annual numbers up to this date have now...
All right, thanks so much. Floodwaters are finally receding in beach towns in New Jersey and in Delaware.
But there are still signs of the damage the storm left behind. NBC's Rahel Solomon reports from Wildwood. What's happening in Syria? He said, quote, "If you look at Libya, look at what we did there. It's a mess. If you look at Saddam Hussein with Iraq, look what we did there. It's a mess. And Syria is going to be the same thing." He also said he liked that Russia had bombed ISIS. We've got a new poll this morning that shows Donald Trump's numbers are slipping.
And the Donald is talking about what it would take to call it quits. NBC's Tracy Potts has the latest in Washington.
And flooding, primarily in South Carolina, might not be getting any better today. Rains will continue for at least 24 more hours, with emergency workers planning door-to-door search operations today. Rescue workers have had to pluck people from rooftops and amid the rising waters. So far, at least 7 people have died since the storm began late last week. Mill Creek parents' power struggle with Columbia will not be addressed at tonight's city council meeting. Parents met with Water and Light last week to express many concerns about the plan voted on years ago. But the council doesn't plan to discuss that controversy. KOMU-8's Ashley Holt is live at Mill Creek Elementary School with the details. Ashley?
How about that?
Thank you very much.
Retail store American Apparel has filed for bankruptcy. The store has seen falling sales and lost about $20 million this past quarter. The firm has also been involved in a drawn-out legal battle with founder Dov Sharney over misconduct claims. Under a restructuring agreement, American Apparel's secured lenders will provide about $90 million in financing. NASA is working with a military laboratory at a submarine base to see how a mission to Mars could affect space teams. Traveling through outer space and to ocean's depths are similar trips due to the large amounts of time in isolation and in the hospital environment. Crews will be measured based on their stress levels for the long periods of time. A French bulldog took on a couple of bears in California. It was all caught on camera when 2 bears wandered onto Monrovia family's property, but the big old 20-pound bulldog family guard dog confronted the bears. Being outnumbered didn't deter the bulldog, as it quickly went after the bears to scare them off the property. The Batmobile rolls into Gotham City today. An original car from the iconic TV show arrives at the New York Historical Society to be installed in the lobby. The car is part of an exhibition called Superheroes in Gotham. Police are trying to determine if a victim found behind an apartment complex in Imperial, Missouri is a woman who went missing last week. Authorities say the body was discovered Saturday afternoon at the bottom of a steep wooded slope behind the apartment complex. According to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, the victim had some cuts and bruises, but none of the injuries were life-threatening. An MU student and former KOMU reporter has been crowned Miss Missouri. Sydney Stottlemyre won in last night's competition. She's pictured here with boyfriend and current KOMU producer and anchor Landon Burke. Stottlemyre won Miss Missouri Teen back in 2009, and she'll compete in the Miss USA pageant in 2016. Hope is slowly fading as rescue crews continue searching for any survivors of a mudslide in Guatemala. The mudslide killed more than 130 people. Rescue workers said yesterday they pulled more than 130 corpses from the mounds discovered about 4 acres with mud and dirt as deep as 45 feet. As many as 300 people are still missing. Chinese and Philippine authorities say a typhoon that hit both countries has killed at least 8 people and left dozens missing. Local authorities say the typhoon also caused several strong tornadoes in southern China, killing at least 5 and injuring 168 others. Nearly 200,000 people, were evacuated before the typhoon hit.
The Supreme Court goes back to work today.
They've already got a few things for discussion in the next coming months. Find out what after the break. Target will soon start stocking the Apple Watch. The retail chain will roll out the Apple Watch at its 1,800 U.S. stores during the next few weeks. All locations are expected to get it by October 25th. Target says select models and bands will be available at its stores, and larger variety, including the selection of Apple Watch Sports, will be available on Target.com. LinkedIn has to pay up for sending users too many emails. The social networking site has agreed to shell out $13 million to settle a 2013 lawsuit linked to the site's Ad Connections feature. Some LinkedIn members were upset when address book contacts they'd requested to connect with had received multiple email reminders. Customers can get up to $1,500. The U.S. Coast Guard said it found thousands of pieces of debris on Sunday. Rescue planes searched about 4,000 square miles of ocean looking for El Fargo cargo ship that lost power after traveling into Hurricane Joaquin. Officials say the search field is more than 9,000 square miles, and they'll resume search efforts today. Bermuda also took a hit from Hurricane Joaquin. The center of the storm hit western Bermuda after it plowed through the Bahamas as a major storm. It is now losing steam as it heads north, but it is still expected to bring hurricane conditions and life-threatening storm surges.
We got playoff baseball coming up.
I
We
know.
got homecoming coming up.
Happy girl.
It doesn't get much better, honestly.
No, I mean, at any given point, we have all the TVs going in the house. There's multiple devices out checking scores. I mean, it's a full-scale operation.
It's the best time of year.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Cardinals, we got the Royals, we got the Mizzou games on. I mean, just you name it.
There's always something to do.
Yeah, and then trying to figure out the scheduling. Okay, if this starts at this time and this starts at this time.
Dual screens.
Get a little whiteboard up in the house with just everything you got listed out.
I'll put my son in charge of that.
There
That's
you
good.
go.
Thank you.